established back in 1869. Just a couple blocks from here at Main and Monroe. In 1925, we expanded and relocated to here, 149 Union Avenue. But throughout all of our history, ladies and gentlemen, the Peabody has served as a social center for the city of Memphis. We have played host to countless weddings, proms, parties, and celebrations. Many of those hosted on the beautiful Peabody rooftop, where we have a gorgeous view of downtown Memphis, the Mississippi River, as well as, of course, the Royal Duck Palace, the lavish living of our fine Southern friends. If you would like to go see the rooftop or the Duck Palace, ladies and gentlemen, I'd welcome you to hop into the elevators after the Duck March, hit S for Skyway, and then go right out in the double doors. On the way back down, I encourage you to visit our memorabilia room. And so we are on measure name just to go up and get shopping. In there we have artifacts and stories unique to the Peabody's history. We have up there portraits of presidents and stars who have graced our halls. We have played host proudly to every president since Harry Truman during the hotel. We have up there a piece of Elvis Presley's original RCA contract, which was negotiated, typed, and signed here in this very lobby, on our stationery no less. But up there, ladies and gentlemen, we have my favorite artifact, a simple memo written by our general manager regarding the menu over at Shapefully. It explains that we can have absolutely no duck served on any menu here at the hotel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, here to witness the march of the Peabody Ducks. But if we haven't done so before, it may surprise us to learn that our whole tradition here got started with a bit of a practical joke. See, back in 1933, our general manager, Mr. Frank Scott, and his friendship were out hunting in Arkansas. And they had brought with them, of course, some live duck decoys to help them hunt. The gentleman also brought with them, though, some Jack Daniels to help them keep warm. And now, admittedly, they focused a bit more on the whiskey. Never quite got around to hunting, and so were surprised when they returned and found that they had forgotten to leave those 3 English call ducks back at the farm. But they improvised by sneaking the ducks into the hotel lobby and letting them loose into our fountain instead. Their deeds of the gentlemen retired to their rooms for the night, but when the general manager came down the next morning, all he was expecting were stories of the staff chasing ducks around the lobby, getting them out of the hotel and covering up that prank from the night before. Instead, though, he found that the ducks had stayed in the fountain the entire night long. Once more, a crowd of guests had gathered around, and they were gawking at the ducks. The general manager ran over and apologized, said he could get this cleaned up right away, but the people protested, said, no, that's ridiculous. They love the ducks. They even suggested that instead we should let them stay as our guests. So, ladies and gentlemen, we continue to honor that request, for we have had ducks as permanent residents here at the hotel for over 80 years. But then in 1940, we had a gentleman join us, a fellow, Mr. Edward Pembroke. Mr. Pembroke was a retired animal trainer for Ringling Mothers and Martin Bailey Circus, and he told us if given the opportunity, he could train our North American mallards to march across the rooftop, ride down the elevators, and then march down the red carpet into our lobby fountain every morning at 11 o'clock. There they would stay until 5 p.m. when he would usher them out of the fountain, march them back up the red carpet, up the elevators, and back into their room. Mr. Pembroke proposed this to them. They were skeptical, of course. They told them that if he could figure that out, they'd let him march ducks for as long as he'd like. Mr. Pembroke went on to train and march ducks for the city of Peabody for the next 50 years. He also took the ducks all across the country. They were on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. They were featured in People magazine. He and the ducks even made a very special guest appearance on Sesame Street for National Rubber Ducky Day. Now, Mr. Pembroke did so much for those ducks, but especially for our ducks. And he was named the world's first duck master. My name is Anthony, actually only the 5th duck master since 1940. And in just a few moments, it will be my honor to introduce We ask that your best to remain seated here in the lobby during the march, but finally, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, please take as many flash photos as you like. Your all guest listener today to Peabody, and this march is for you. On behalf of the ladies, gentlemen, and ducks here at the hotel, I thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Welcome to the historic Peabody Hotel. At the center of the grand lobby, the point where the Mississippi Delta has been set to begin, stands the classic Peabody fountain, carved from one piece of Italian travertine marble. Although famous in its own right, the fountain is better known the world over because of its residents. If I may direct your attention to the fountain now, you will witness a tradition begun in the 1930s at the South Strand Hotel, an experience uniquely yours as a guest of the Peabody. Preparing to return to their penthouse on the plantation roof for the night, ladies and gentlemen, the march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks.